Welcome to Leadership Legacy Radio, where we inspire you to live your dreams, encourage you to take massive action, and be your authentic and genuine self. We focus on 3 pillars. That's empowering youth, equipping leaders, and enriching marriages so that you can go out and dominate your space.
If you're ready to dominate, you're listening to the right show. This is the Leadership Legacy Radio. Now let's go.
Hey, it's your favorite time of the day, my favorite time of the day. It's time to elevate our business, elevate our leadership, elevate your lifestyle in 10. Let's get to it. Listen, today I want to talk to you about creating a personal accountability system. This is something that I know for me was really important, and I believe that it's going to help you and serve you at the highest level possible. And the reason I say that is because for me, there was things that I was looking forward to when I said I want to build a business, right? And one of the things that I think is really important is that when you go to do something, you need to have a map or a roadmap or direction. And that's the fastest way to do it, to be successful. Now, can you do it without a map? Can you do it without a guide? Yes. The thing is, it will be more difficult. If you think about some of the most successful people ever to do, anything, they all had somebody there that helped them get to that level. If you think about people like Michael Jordan that played the sport at probably the highest level that there was. When Phil Jackson came along, that's when he became who he was. Same thing for Kobe Bryant. When, Phil Jackson came along, that's when he became who he was, right? And so if you think about it, it's important that you take ownership of your success. Stop outsourcing your ownership, because your progress, if it only depends on somebody watching you or somebody telling you what to do, then you may not get to where you need to be. You may not get to where you're ultimately supposed to go on your own, right? So it's time to make that shift. And the only way that you make that shift is by creating an internal accountability system. I remember prior to getting out of the military, one of the things that stuck out to me was I know what's expected of me because of the mission, because of the briefings that we had, because of the agenda, the task, everything that needed to be done was focused on a mission. And so if you want to be successful, if you want to take yourself, your industry, your business, your goals to the next level, tie it to a mission. What is the mission that you're after? What goal are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to get done to make the impact that you're meant to make? What are you trying to do to create the legacy that you want for your life? So stop giving your success and putting it in somebody's hands by saying, when somebody tells me to do this, when somebody helps me do this, that you will be successful. Enough of that. It's time for you to take ownership. One of the things that I tried to do is I tried to create a personal accountability rhythm for myself, right? Because if I only did work when somebody else told me to do it, or when I, had direction and guidance, then I would never get anything done. And that's why it's important for you to build this a personal accountability system. What are you doing prior to your week beginning? Do you have goals that you've set up? Do you have some habits that you're trying to develop? Do you have visual dashboards? Do you have a check-in with an accountability partner or a mentor to make sure that you're on track? Do you block time off for personal growth, for personal development, to write your book, to write your story, to put out content? What are you doing to constantly put yourself in a state that you're getting action and traction towards your goal? Reflection without excuses brings clarity and correction. So I want you to remember that. You want to continuously get better by reflecting on what's going on, seeing what happened, and then giving yourself the permission to continue to take steps forward and get better. Listen, there's a lot of things that I don't do well, but I focus on the things that I do well, right? And so I want you to create your own structure. You don't rise to your level of your goals, you rise to the level of your systems, right? So I want you to build rhythms for your life, not just rules. Rules will make you feel like, I have to go do this. You will feel like you're dragging, like you're pulling. That's not what's going to help you. Now, when you have a personal accountability system, it'll help you reflect. It'll help you look at your vision, your goals, your mission, the things that you value, and keep them in a place of perspective so that you can set a right pace for you to be able to go. Not only would that be what you do, but you will gain the flexibility to grow yourself, your business, and your leadership exactly how you want to do it. The third thing is, your purpose demands personal discipline. I remember thinking when I transitioned, I'm going to sleep in to when I want. I'm going to do these things. And then I started quickly realizing what that meant and what that looked like. And I used to get up early to work out before I went to work because there were so many things that I needed to get done. And now what I've tried to do is I tried to implement the same discipline in my life so that I'm able to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. So what time am I getting up to work out? What do I have on my agenda to get done this day so that I can fuel my business, so that I can fuel my goals, so that I can go in the right direction, right? So I'm in the process of launching my book, and one of the things that I've been very intentional about is putting the content out so people can see what's in the book, how it can serve them, how it can help them. But I'm putting it out there because I really want to help people. I want to put it in as many people's hands as possible. Now, listen, the reason why I'm able to put out the things that I'm put out, to share the stuff that I'm doing, is because my mission has been to put my book out there, to get the book out there in as many hands as possible. And in order to do that, I know that I need to get people familiar with me, with what I stand for, what I talk about, what's in the book, why is it important, why is it relevant to them, how it can serve them, how it can help them reach their goals, how it can help them get to where they want to get to. Listen, mission is important because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose, and it comes with a price. And that price is paid daily. What is your routine? What are you doing? What are you intentional about? I have been intentional about not only being focused on what I want to push from the book, but also what I want my life to look like. So I've been trying to get up earlier every day get up a little bit earlier so that I can do my devotion, so that I can work out, so that I can study, so that I can invest in myself, so that I can put out content. And then ultimately so that I can make sure that I'm able to spend time with my family, make the dinners together, cook together, watch movies together, go to the movies, go to my daughter's practice with her. Whatever it is that I desire to do, I'm building that into my schedule, and I'm doing that with intentionality and purpose. But I can't do that if I am not actually putting it on my schedule. So I will tell you, one of the things that I want you to do is make sure that you give yourself accountability. And it's not about checking a box. It's about measuring what matters. Your focus, your effort, your growth, your alignment. Like, what are the things that you're trying to do, and why are you trying to do them? Are they on your calendar? Yes or no, right? If it's absent and if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, right? So I remember when I would look at my calendar and I'd be like, man, I got a lot of room to get stuff done. And then what it would end up happening is a lot of stuff would just magically appear, almost like, the Lucky Charms on the rainbow. Like, it would just magically appear, and I'd get all of these like things that I have to do to basically help somebody else or accomplish somebody else's goals. And that was because I wasn't being intentional about the structure that I was building in myself and in my journey. Now, you don't need to be told what to do, what matters. You determine what matters, right? How do you want to establish yourself? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be successful? And what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Honor yourself, respect yourself by putting up some guardrails to help you dominate in whatever area you're trying to do. Listen, I want to have a successful book launch, and so I'm being intentional about putting this information out there. I'm going to be interviewing people to share with them because there's people that I have, kind of learned from, and I want to share what I've learned from them in the book and what it's going to be in the book so that you can see how several people are applying this to their life and how you too can apply it in your life. Listen, my goal is for you to be successful. My goal is for you to dominate, but you can't do that if you don't believe in yourself. And so for me, it's very important that if you don't have somebody that's believed in you and shared that you are awesome, you're amazing, and you can get things done, know that I'm going to do that for you. I believe in you until you believe in yourself. Until then, and until next time, I want you to go out and dominate your space.